You just mitigate those losses to a 15 or 10-point spread. Republicans would never lose an election again, regardless of what happens with black and Hispanic votes. So to be +2,
The civilized people, read about it, folks.
Don't piss him off. Apparently, the darkies have quite an arm.
Whoa, put that guy on a baseball diamond.
Extra. Don't allow him to play. Read all about it.
it was a different time.
Yeah, they were dicks back then.
Yeah, they were.
May have been slightly racist.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Get it.
Look, hey, I'm going to make an executive decision here because we know a lot of you aren't able to watch at night. You watch kind of in the morning, on your lunch break, wherever it may be. Don't hate me. We're extending this promo code until midnight tomorrow night.
So it's going through tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, midnight. It's still midnight, so that's exactly what you said, except it's not midnight tonight.
Well, don't turn me into a liar.
I'm just saying it's midnight tomorrow
Yeah,
night.
All right.
it's at midnight.
Tomorrow night.
Well, look,
we're not
that
done
was
for a
word.
little bit here, so do me a favor. Go out and tell your friends right now to tune in because we've got Alex Jones coming on this place in just a minute or two.
Yeah, and I have to go tinkle.
You have to go wee-wee.
I do have to go. No, it's a big.
Get pissed.
It's a big frothy. There's turbulence.
Frothy? Like this beer. I'm going to have some
Foamy.
more.
It's
You
foamy.
doth protest too much.
The bowl has a nice head.
Somebody clear the toilet and/or small teacup for Stephen to pee in.
That's not fair. And by the way, there aren't enough teacups in the world. Give me a teacup ride for what I'm about to do to that porcelain. Toolman, bring up what 2024.
They got rid of the porcelain toilets, by the way. They're all cardboard now.
I know.
They're almost deteriorated
It's
now.
almost
Yeah,
too
it's-
porous.
Yeah. Whoa, good word.
All right, 2024 subs.
There
Got
we
a live
go.
journalist reporting at the
Yep.
Biden rally.
In the Trump, that's going to be a lot of fun. At the Biden ones, we're going to zoom all the way out, Joe. We're zooming all the way
zooming
out.
all the
buddy.
way out.
It's not going to be a tight shot.
So right now you have funded journalists, boots on the ground, in 5 major swing states, the cities. Okay, we have
Yeah.
people on the ground. You've already funded the election integrity map that will be interactive, where you can post this in real time, and everyone can see what is going on, and we will be able to verify it. And you also have journalists reporting live at the Trump and Biden rallies.
Yeah.
And 4,700 as we go through tomorrow midnight. That will fund everything. That will fund the ability, our equivalent to decision desk, so that we don't have to rely on anybody else. In other words, if the power goes out, we have a generator, we have a phone line, a rotary phone if we have to. We can give you the info. It doesn't matter if we are suspended on YouTube. It doesn't matter if you guys crash the Rumble servers, because there are so many of you. We will be able to broadcast to you, Mug Club, and you will be able to take part if we hit that 40, which we thought was lofty, but thank you very much for the
Yes, thank you.
support. We really appreciate it, and we always want to
I
do.
want to do it before we leave.
I don't think it's lofty. I think
I
that
want it.
people want to see this. This
They
is a
do.
great tool for people. No one else is doing this. Everyone else, everywhere else, you just pay your cable money, goes to Cox or Comcast or whatever it is, and then they just give you the single news on every single channel. And
I'm reading the messages from both of you guys. Hey, Anna.
It's not fun.
I prefer
In-depth
Cox.
analysis.
Wolf, you can watch Wolf Blitzer on election night and not blink for 13 hours.
Fucking
straight.
awesome.
Cool. That guy's not reading.
Ooh, lightning.
No, he's not.
You ever seen him read off prompter? It's like this.
I got an hour drive home.
Doesn't move, doesn't read.
COVID was a pandemic just to change his batteries.
Not bad.
All right, so I forgot that we do have live on the ground, of course. You know, you fund this too, our on the ground correspondent at the Hush Money trial. He is down there tonight. Our on the ground correspondent, Thomas.
Okay.
Okay, Finnegan, what do you have for us, sir?
Hi, Stephen.
Yes.
Well, inappropriate
You have-
is inappropriate if he doesn't like
Hush
it.
Money trial.
Yes, I learned that whilst
I think he
the
would be
hush
into
puppy
it.
is a tasty treat with tartar sauce or ketchup.
I've even begged.
Is when they're dipped in yellow mustard and paired
Love
with
it.
ice cold Sprite.
Okay, obviously
What?
that's the case. But why are you studying hush puppies? You're supposed to be at the court for the hush money.
Yes, and behind me you'll see the court. And as for the hush puppies, the verdict is in. Good.
According to who? We sent you to New York with explicit instructions to go to Trump's trial, Finnegan. That's
And
why.
I did all that. I'm in New York and at his trial, and I'm waiting for my interview with his lawyers.
Okay, well, we'll check back in with you and lay off the hush puppies as we're.
They also have fried fish.
Tim,
and,
son of a bitch!
Hush puppies are good.
Every time.
I'm not entirely sure what they are. I'm thinking of the shoes.
Oh, it's like a
It's deep fried batter. It's fried batter.
It's a thing you find at restaurants you don't want to go to.
Long John Silver's.
All right, the promo code is Trump47, where you get Mug Club right now, and this is just through tomorrow.
There's someone.
$7.
Sorry, I totally missed you.
Yeah, we have never done a sale like this because this is a telethon. We are funding. The last time I did a telethon, I was waterboarded or watched CNN for 16 hours. I won't do that again.
November spiders.
I'm not doing it. Everyone here wants me
Last
to
time I
put
did
my
a telethon.
hand in a bucket of spiders.
1 minute.
In a bucket of spiders.
Well, not a bucket. I don't want them climbing out. It'll be some kind of thing where they can't get out, but you can.
I don't trust you is the problem. I love you very much. I love you very much. You have a lot of good qualities, but I don't trust
Midwestern
you.
shopper hanging out.
The spiders.
Oh no,
They're on a date.
Boner spider. You're gonna go out with a
The
bang.
Brazilian wandering spider. It does. It gives you pride as much as you get an erection until you die.
Ooh, that's scary.
With a smile on your face, lasts a lifetime.
I got the doctor.
Your doctor email.
Listen, this is. I'm trying to get serious, I guess.
Well, I have to use the restroom really quickly, and I will be right back. So you guys take some live
Right
right
after that, we're gonna be just a couple minutes. Alex, hang on with us. You can probably hear us as soon as he gets on. We'll do it. So go ahead and go to the restroom.
All right. I'll be right back. Trump 47. We also have 7+1 new Trump nicknames for Democrats and 7+1 rejected campaigns. If you let us know what you guys want, let's take some live chat. Let's go to that.
Okay, by the way, head over to crowdershop.com right now. Something I didn't tell you, we have a big sale going on that won't be extended. Sorry, Steven. We have to make budget cuts somewhere when we extend this. Sorry. You get $20 shirts, $40 hoodies right now. That sale ends, I believe, today, so make sure you go over there. And if you go to later on promo code, you might, little number might trigger a discount at the merch shop as well. So we'll see what happens. So let's take some chats. Do we have any chats that we can pull up over here? I know the machine, the overlay machine's been kind of dying on us. You know what? We need some subs to get the overlay machine. everything's no, I'm just kidding. It'll be fine. All right, pull up the chat.
All right. Question from Dark Stevie. Question for the crew. If Trump can take one executive action on his day one of new presidency, what should it be and why? Also, happy birthday to our tech TV there. Easy question to ask.
Wait, what? It's not a rack.
Yeah, no, it actually is these questions.
Happy birthday.
Sorry, I said her.
Happy birthday.
Nice. Happy birthday.
I think Trump's already said that, though, hasn't he? Did he say it was a dictator for a day thing, like open the pipes, close the border?
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, drill. I think was it that these drill baby drill? They said.
Yeah, drill baby drill. I think closing the border is the one that I want. I'm just saying right now, the border wall gets done. Period. I'm not a big fan of just closing the border down because that doesn't solve the problem. I understand if you want to do that in conjunction with building the wall, but you need to let people come through that have the ability to pass through legally, right? And then you have to make sure that the illegal crossings are cut down. If the border, period, and make sure 0 people came through, why haven't we done that all the time? It's because that's not what they're talking about. They're like, I can shut down the border tomorrow. Joe Biden said it and kind of backtracked. He's like, I need the ability to shut down the border tomorrow that I don't have right now. They can't do that.
Do you think Republicans in Congress already have a bill written, ready to go?
They don't need a bill. Executive order, he just...
For a wall?
No. Executive order, Trump doesn't need a bill for that if he wants to do it. Now, should they have a border wall bill ready to go for him to sign? Yes. Should they be putting it out right now? Yes. Even if it gets killed, just hang on to it until Trump comes to office. Let it be one more reason for people to vote for him. Okay, next chat.
All right. Next chat from Eileen and Phil.
Nice.
What do you say to those who claim that 2024 is just going to be a repeat of 2020? That it doesn't matter what we do, they're going to cheat their way in again.
Look, if they are cheating, that is one of the reasons. $7 for Mug Club. We want you to have all of the information. Now, it's not just that night. It's the lead up from this day to that day. We're going to have people on the ground in all of these places. We're going to be at these rallies.
Like 8 inches.
Making sure that you are equipped to fight. And look, this, like, we sell shirts, obviously. I've talked about this a second ago. Every time I wear the Jesus is Risen, Change My Mind shirt, I get people asking me questions about it or complimenting me or saying, hey, that's a really cool shirt. The reason that we chose Trump 2024 is
So 4 plus 4 is 8. I get it.
able to wear something that says, this is where I stand. Please ask me why.
Or 5 plus
And I will
3.
tell you, he is a flawed man, but he's the president that we need because we have him or this guy that has destroyed the country. Be ready to give that answer. It's not just an opportunity for us to sell a shirt. We like selling merch just like anybody else, but we're not going to do it as a grift. We're doing it so that people can go out there and make it. there and wear this shirt in public in places that you don't think are gonna like it. I'm speaking to you, California, New York, Chicago.
Yeah. If people are worried about the same thing happened in 2024 that happened in 2020, we're expecting it to happen in 2020.
Guys, sword fighting?
You can't just give up. You can't just go, well, it's not worth it. It's not worth voting. It's not worth doing anything. Yeah, it is worth it. I mean, go out there, practice your right. You should.
If this is
Your right.
water, yeah, right now we absolutely. Wait a second. We ran an online company, but we were completely censored from speaking. We didn't know anything about it, but then told that we knew exactly where it came from and how it developed. And if you spoke out against it, even if you were a scientist who worked in these laboratories and understood how gain of function took place and spoke out, you were also silenced. If you were a mortician, you were also silenced. If you actually are if you're Johns Hopkins, you're silenced. If you say we're not going to perform these gender transition operations on children, if you're not going to fight right now, it's, well, I guess the Democrats are going to steal another one, then you have no business, bitch.
Fight like hell. Yes, we said, Trump said it, we say it. Fight like hell.
Yeah, fight like hell.
We have a whole bunch. Make sure they
Stop grinding.
It's further than just this election. You should live like that. Your whole life. You're going to have adversity everywhere you go. Right? It's no different than it's not like, oh, it's Democratic election. So there's not going to be any consistent. No, there's got to be resilient. That's it. All the time.
Yeah, right. And so let's go to the censorship now before you guys let me know what you're talking about.
We're trying to get Alex on right now.
So, censorship. Remember they said, when they're saying this now,
You're not going to write your country because you don't want to talk about it. He's 26 years old.
whatever that is.
I get so sick of that. I get so sick of that. Vote Biden or you're going to lose your country. We already had it for 4 years.
Yeah.
He didn't dictate then either, fool.
Can you give me an example of Donald Trump actively censoring opposition? Matter of fact, a big part of the conflict was that Donald Trump took questions from everybody and insulted them. You kind of have, it's like you have someone who, here's the difference. You have a paper champion, which is former Vice President Joe Biden, who doesn't take on any, paper champion means someone who doesn't take on any tough challenge. Like you see this in boxing where they take on the number 25th ranked guy they fight in boxing.
Okay.
Right? You see Joe Biden, he doesn't take the tough questions, or Karen Jean-Pierre doesn't take the tough questions. If they do, it's a viral moment with Ducey and they don't answer the question. Donald Trump was a roast master. He was Don Rickles, where he took the questions from opposition and yes, made fun of them, was bombastic, but he insulted them. There would have been no conflict if Donald Trump simply censored voices of opposition. You don't give his press secretary. It was constant. He never tried to silence anybody.
And then at the Correspondents' Center this weekend, Colin Joseph's up there and saying it's our freedom. It's the reason that we're allowed to come up here and say these things and not be arrested after. Like,
Yeah.
did he arrest any 4 years? Did he arrest anybody? No, he talked shit. Sure, he got roasted by Michelle Wood. He talked shit, but he didn't ever. Like, what are you suggesting? Why did you suggest?
Whereas we have an actual administration, the Joe Biden administration, who has had their intelligence agencies arrest people.
They had that Marine father. Sure, he was out of line. He was heckling at the State of the Union. Got it.
Yep.
He could have just escorted up and put him in cuffs and arrested him.
James O'Keefe, they went home and they said the Ashley Biden diary was not real. Yeah, Biden said, no, look at this. This is a huge issue. And I'm amazed that conservatives don't talk about it more. I mean, they kind of do, but then they all, so many play ball. I mean, when you have to ask yourself, why did so many conservatives not talk about the lockdowns? Not talk about, or some conservatives would say, you should get the vaccines, right? So many conservatives, they calculate something like, I'm pro-MR, I support your right to choose, but of course, I follow science, and I'm pro-mRNA injection. We now know that that actually wasn't as virtuous as you thought. You were wrong. You were wrong on the science. It's irrefutable at this point, certainly for people under the age of 30 and certainly for children. It may be one of the greatest misdeeds carried out against humanity in history in 10 and 20 years' time. I can't believe they did that. But so many conservatives didn't speak out.
People that won't admit it.
Yeah, they still won't admit it. When you talk about the censorship too, let's look at this administration. All references available at liveplayer.com. And this is why we expect our stream to be taken down preemptively before the next election, as happened at the midterms, or during the election, which is what you are funding right now by joining up for $47. Trump 47. I'll put the link. Biden colluded with big tech. I don't even want to say colluded because it happened out in the open to completely eliminate dissenting viewpoints. You've seen the Twitter files. You saw publicly Jen Psaki call on Spotify, as she called it. She literally called on Spotify to effectively censor Joe Rogan. You had that moment of, we called it the Ministry of Truth. That wasn't the actual moment. Nina Jankowicz, who retired very quickly, which she had a position to basically determine what was disinformation. But it was the quote disinformation governance board of the United States, and at that moment in time, disinformation was suggesting that the COVID virus may have actually been engineered or may have escaped from a lab as opposed to a wet market. Disinformation at that time was saying that children actually should be allowed to learn in schools and they shouldn't be forced to mass vaccinate. Disinformation was to say that lockdowns have more negative effects than positive outcomes. To be clear, that this information wasn't COVID doesn't exist. It was, hold on a second, keeping children from learning in school and keeping people locked in their houses doesn't have the kind of quarantining outcomes that we think they do, but they do have negative consequences as it relates to mental health, substance abuse, isolation, general social interactions, which will create a ripple effect that remains to be seen. We were saying that when that was happening at that moment in time, and now, all of a sudden, we have the biggest mental health problem that we've had in our country. We have the biggest substance abuse problem that we've had in our country. We have the highest rates of depression. We have the highest rates of loneliness with young people, people who feel disenfranchised, people who feel disenchanted, people who feel as though they are isolated. Did anyone tell you it's not what information, when people say, well, that's what people thought at the time. That's what we were told at the time. What information was available at that time? And I really want you to go back in time. I want you to go back in time during COVID, during the 2-week lockdown to stop the spread, during the vaccines that were rolling out, during the shutting down schools, during the shutting down small businesses, and of course, Fauci, of course, you had people in the media saying this is what is necessary. Remember, it was the Imperial College of London, over 2 million people are going to die in 4 to 6 months. Was considered the authority, but at that moment in time, was there alternative information pointing to the reality that you live now? The answer is unequivocal. Yes, there is no doubt about that. There were people at that point saying, hold on a second, these lockdowns are going to have negative consequences. Kids should be allowed to learn in school. We can't be locking. This is going to be an economic catastrophe. There were people when the vaccines came out saying this is untested in the general population. We really don't think this is something that makes sense for children who are at greater risk of the flu than COVID. That information was available, and you had an administration who came in and silenced it. These are irrefutable facts. The information that they silenced, if everyone had access to it, would it have made your life better? When people say, I don't follow politics. If you don't follow politics, you did not know that your children did not need to get the mRNA injection, that they were at greater risk. If you did not follow politics, you did not know the economic disaster that was taking place, that was orchestrated, and people were warning you about. You did not know about the risks of myocarditis and morticians who were talking. You did not know those things. If you had that information available to you then, would you have made better decisions, and would your life and would your country be in a better place? The answer is unequivocally yes. We don't have to theorize about this anymore. We've lived it, and we have lived it at an accelerated rate that is never taken. I would argue since World War II, COVID was the accelerated social experiment that we have lived in our lifetime. During World War II, you had a war effort because we were facing an active threat, right? A global threat. Take that global threat, the axis of evil, shrink it down to a microbe, and you have COVID. If you believe the threat, and at that point in time, everyone did. That was our equivalent to a war effort, and you were lied to. Information was available to you, except for the fact every time. And you had the former vice president who said, I am going to guarantee that this information is not. The same thing with the election. Implying election interference, immediate ban. Conservatives play ball. And now it says, you know what, you're allowed to do that again. Why? Because they anticipate losing. Exactly. They anticipate losing, so you're allowed to question election results again, just as in 2016 you could say the Russians did.
Yeah. Well, not only that, they know their position is untenable. For people like us, Rumble exists. Elon Musk buys Twitter. We understand what happened last time, and they cannot hold that ground anymore. You know where Jen Psaki was, actually we have the clip if you want to go to it in just a second, but we also have the Slapshot one, by the way, for a little comedic relief if we're a little bit too serious. But we have that where Jen was saying, hey, ban Spotify. We hope that, or not ban Spotify, we hope they do more to ban mis and disinformation. Right. This is their favorite catchphrase. Right. Mis and disinformation, guys. We have to protect you. This is the Russians trying to steal an election.
And of course, we'll tell you, Spotify, what is information and disinformation. We'll tell you.
Yeah.
Well, don't verify, don't check it. We'll let you know.
What was it on? Was it all of Joe Rogan's episode with Alex Jones that were removed?
I think so. By the way, we're having a little bit of trouble connecting with Alex for some reason right now. We'll see if we can get him for later on in the show. But right now, I know
Chop it open the chopper and get it.
I know, that's exactly what I was going to say. Alex, you can...
Don't worry, Crowder, I'm on my way. I'm not going to rely on Skype or FaceTime or Zoom, whatever people use. I have a helicopter.
Oh,
It's
dead
going to
frog.
be there. Hope I don't get Kobe'd, but the FBI and CIA would put a smile on their face.
Kobe?
I won't give them the satisfaction. I'm a human. Team humanity.
Right now, we did this just to piss you off. So normally we pull up CNN. Right now, we pulled up MSNBC.
Oh my God, Lawrence O'Donnell.
Let's pull it up.
Would you stop the hammering? In case you forgot.
You can assume that they were, certainly confident they'd ask questions, but did they know the full extent of what occurred compared to what Nada had told the FBI just a month before? Because based on what we know now, there's no way I've ever been agreed to let that client walk in there and testify without some kind of arrangement or agreement in advance with the Justice Department lawyers coming back and saying, look, I've been retained, I'm handing the list now, here's what we want to clean up, we want some type of immunity discussion.
I think he needs more degrees on his wall.
Yeah, that's not enough. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know if I fully trust his legitimacy.
7.
Some are yellow. Looks like my uncle's teeth. Some are white, some are yellow.
That's what they appeal to on MSNBC. It's like, well, look at his degrees. It must be true. Look at Fauci. He's a Topps baseball card. Trust him, don't you? What are they talking about right now? They're talking about more of the classified bullshit. All right.
The documents case.
I just Trump indictments drink, by the way. I forgot. We were supposed to finish the drink at the last tier. We've just blown past these tiers.
Need some refills, guys.
All right, I'm drinking.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. The next tier is 2,982 new monthly members, and that is the amount of grams of cocaine that were seized at Hunter Biden's compound. Yeah,
Hunter Biden cocaine. We're into this bottle here.
2,982. I know what you're thinking. Hey, there's no way that's an actual. No, it is official. The newsies will be announcing it today. No,
we're just a couple of hundred away from that. So join right now. Trump 47 to get Mug Club for $47. Do it right now, or also you're good.
Right.
Where'd you get these guys? Where'd you get these newsies guys?
I don't know. We have the ability to hear a lot of people. I think it was Don and I said, these guys, they might be looking for work. And hey, it's I guess it's Jumanji Jake again. Say hi, everybody.
Hey, Jumanji Jake.
Hey, Jake.
Haven't brought you a gift.
Really? Yeah. I bet it's what? There's no way that Jumanji Jake in the last 20 minutes or hour, whatever it was, went out, hunted, killed a deadly bear and got it stuffed in a way that's presentable.
Maybe. You don't know.
No. Bring in the gift. Bring in the gift.
I can't imagine.
You guys. Oh, Jumanji. You outdone yourself.
Wow.
Are you serious?
No,
How'd you back this one?
Same way you kill all my trusty watchtower rifle.
You took that thing down with a 5.56?
Well, actually, I killed it with my car, but this was with me, and I put us both out of Amazon Rivers.
Well, it still looks like it's in great condition, so send the text to us. My regards. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, well, you can keep it there. It's funny. Yeah, it's wherever you like it. We can see the
That's very intimidating. I like it. Yes.
Oh, wow. By the way, these are the shadows.
That's a bear in the middle of the market.
Hey, Clay Warren.
What am I supposed to do with this thing?
I don't.
Do you play with your kids?
Yeah,
Sell it, buy some beer?
Yeah, Anna's here. She was.
WatchtowerFirearms.com/Crowder and use promo code MUGCLUB to get $100 off a custom Mug Club rifle and $10 off an accessory. WatchtowerFirearms.com/Crowder. It's an American firearms company. A lot of places claim they're American, but really they just have a facility in the States and they send your money to countries who hate your Second Amendment. And boy, they are.
Yeah, it's raining pretty good.
1911. It's got a lot of cool parts in it.
We're taking it easy on the turnpike.
Nice gun, but I want an American-made gun.
Yeah, Philippine ladies, though, they're nothing to scoff at.
Well, they're not ladies. But I also want just got a welfare shop.
Depends on who you ask. The only problem is with this bear is I can't see Lawrence O'Donnell's stupid fun.
Oh, we'll move it. No, I just.
No, Stephen, he gets down and dirty. He doesn't want anybody doing his dirty work for him.
Yes.
That was a real bear. So. Nice.
That's maybe a good thing.
But you're looking at a book.
Hey, Barrel, you can push it back over there. Barrel, did you really just do that? Yeah. Oh boy.
Hey, I believe in the right to bear arms. Okay, kick me off the
By
show.
the way, it's not $10 off accessories, it's 10% off accessories, which could be more than $10. Hey, I have an idea. What? Can we call Alex Jones on his phone? Is there a way to do that for us?
Call him on his phone?
We need to call him on his
That'd
phone.
be cool, yeah.
Like if it goes to voicemail, so if he A, his phone died, B, he fell asleep, we should leave him a voicemail.
Yeah, he gets a second wind right about now, I think.
Yeah, he usually does. It's when I get all of his.
Yeah, but maybe he'll answer.
I get all of his voice texts
problems
where he
solved.
records them.
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes, and you're like, what? Yeah, we're all going to give you like a recipe for making the best scrambled eggs you've ever had.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
also says, hey, I need to talk to you.
Look, I got this. This FBI. Before he was talking to the CIA, they were trying to take me down. And I've known it for a long time. Just confirmed what I knew. But look, I need to learn how to make Western omelet because what's happening, I'm doing egg whites out of the carton, but really you got to have whole eggs. And I have some shit. I have chickens out in the backyard, but I've been slacking and picking up the eggs. So I've just been using egg whites. The whole thing runs. I don't know. I had a chef do an omelet bar, but he was really funny.
It's like one rabbit hole after the other.
And I believe every word of it. I'm like, that 100%, that's a real story. The way he tells it, you're like, yeah, this is his life. Yeah.
Anyway, I also got a good line on some actual practicing witches who, I'll bring you your show. Then we can find them. And, it's a big myth that the witch trials were made up. There actually were witches that were practicing. And then just use that to throw you off the scent. But
We should get some witches on this show.
I'll bait them in with a few egg white omelets.
Only 382 more subs to go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here are more.
Until we hit the
Yeah, until we
2,982.
Yes.
Right.
Now it's
2982, the number of grand.
I don't know how long we have to wait until we get the refills on the.
No, they asked us right now if we wanted them, and I
Yeah, I said it live on air.
yeah.
Do we have all right. There's not a whole lot going on in the news right now as far as a lot of facts.
No, I mean, but we can watch CNN for a minute if you want.
well, I already do that. That's a pretty slow.
Maybe we should comment.
Lonzo crap.
Yeah, you know what, guys? Chip, we do have some segments that we prepared based on what's going on in the news today. Let me go through foreign policy as far as what's at stake.
Let me give you the news. I'm going to the restroom really quick.
Oh my God.
It doesn't necessarily require on the hour, about the top of the hour news break, but he's going to take a tickle. Oh, I've heard, I don't know, authority, they have a prostate side breakthrough. And, we all do at a certain age. It's kind of like you don't realize when you go to take a pee, you get older, you have to pee in reserve. Energy Society to make an appearance after the left bathroom. So I have to wear pads.
Oh, it's Alex.
It's one of those things where I think I'll only find out when I die. I don't count my brains.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's carbon dating, if it's selenium dating, but it's all
Oh my God, you guys are cracking me up.
Voicemails when I get from Alex Jones.
Yeah, and I love it.
It's
It's real. It's really him. No phony.
Oh
So
yeah.
let's look at just foreign policy. We'll look at this election.
Alex Jones.
well, you look at foreign policy, but it's one of those things.
He's doing it to himself.
Roger Stone told me about this a long time ago, and the International Chronicle Hills told me about what was happening with Putin in Ukraine. And I'm not a fan of Putin, right? He's a stooge, but he's also corrupt. It's corrupt all across the board, and I gotta get to the full match. I don't know.
So, Russia.
Yeah, back to Russia. Everyone thinks it's all like Rocky IV, but they don't have the money for the equipment to have that kind of PSI measuring company. That's for boxers. Really, if anything, the rules would be reversed. But back to Putin and
We love him too.
He's a closet homosexual. He's done it out in the open, plays the piano with the penis, and for some reason, we're supposed to.
How would you possibly know that, Alex?
I saw it on video, and I played with him one time. I'm not proud of it. It was like karaoke. I told him myself, and next thing you know, I'm in the New York Post. People harass me why, and I gotta stop smoking. I'll tell you.
How's your throat doing, Steven?
I'm not gonna lie, it's not doing great, but I think it has something to do with the altitude.
Yeah, I got something
there in Hawaii. I did the Malay River kayak, but someone tried to pull me under. I think it was a swamp thing. Can't confirm it, but I'm pretty sure.
Swamp thing.
Locals told me about it, and they said the swamp thing has been taking out people for decades, and if you talk about it, there is controlled opposition, and the frogs are gay.
So foreign policy as it relates to Russia. I don't know if you remember this. There was Code Pink was a big thing when George W. Bush was president, and then Barack Obama kind of disappeared. Where are all the anti? It was just just giving credit to the
careful.
fact that Donald Trump didn't start any new wars. We'll make all these references publicly available. Let's compare that directly to former Vice President Biden, right? What happened in under his watch in February 2022? Well, okay, wait, Ukraine wasn't linked. The money committed was $135 billion in direct funding here from the United States. Also, let's note that Russia invaded Crimea in 2014. I don't think Donald Trump was president. So again, we go back to the 8 years of Barack Obama.
There was a nice break.
There was a nice break.
Between Putin and malarkey.
Well, and that's what they did back then. They said, you're going to have World War III. You're going to have World War III if Donald Trump becomes president.
And that's
we
what they
had
said.
more peace than we had ever had. Objectively, that's just kind of irrefutable.
The Middle East Accords, what are they called?
The Abraham Accords. So that was another, yeah, we're talking about the Middle East, the Abraham Accords. They were overseen by President Donald Trump then. And this is where multiple countries basically reached peace, normalization. You had Bahrain, you had the UAE. You also even had the Saudis moving towards normalization, which I didn't think we were going to see in our lifetime.
And I wonder how many of these students protesting know about this.
Yep.
And they go, whoa, we don't know why they're protesting. They don't. They really don't. I've seen the interviews. We should be out there interviewing these people.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Justice Kagan is saying some bullshit. Let's read just, she said the framers did not put an immunity clause in the Constitution. They knew how to. There were immunity clauses in some state constitutions. They knew how to give legislative immunity. They didn't provide immunity to the president. And, not so surprising, they were reacting against a monarch who claimed to be above the law. Wasn't the whole point that the president was not a monarch and the president was not supposed to be above the law? All right, so if there's no immunity, former President Obama, those unmanned drone strikes against civilians,
Well,
you never see the light of day again.
about that.
No presidential immunity. George W. Bush, you're in prison for life.
I mean, every president, right?
No presidential immunity. Hey, I'm sorry, former Vice President Biden. I don't know if you know about the Afghanistan withdrawal, but a lot of people died under your watch, and you the advice of commanders. So, sorry, you now get to see the sun from your prison break time.
It's pouring pretty hard, actually.
There needs to be some form of immunity for a president making wartime decisions. That's always
Yeah, it
been the
was.
case. They'll say this. They'll say, "Well, this wasn't necessarily put in the Constitution." Okay, but why is it a president? The Supreme Court Justice Kagan knows better. Why have they not put a president behind bars for something that has always been a misdemeanor?
It's also not the same crime. It's not a war crime he's being tried for.
No.
In fact, I didn't mean to do this to you. I didn't mean to get you going.
Right?
That accidentally was a soft D. I didn't mean to do that. Dude, seriously.
Dude, seriously, right? All I'm saying is, okay, so if he paid money to a fucking bank, right? And they were happy to pay him back, they wanted more loans. Dude, there are people in it. And I thought that, shut the fuck up. I'm not saying that you don't have people, right, who put their money in some Swiss bank account, try and avoid the tax man, right? They look around first. But this shit, come on.
Nothing but hard D's from me from now on. Dude.
Yeah.
But if he had done anything warlike, there's that war crime indictment right there.
I know.
They don't even have a serious, like, that's the thing is, like, what do you think he's doing? I don't know anyone. Like, were any of them murder or, like, something fucking crazy, like a war, like, what are you talking about? Some fucking ugly chick said he touched her, and then some fucking porn star said he fucked her, and then he didn't, and then she said he did, and then she said he didn't, and then she got paid for hush money, she wanted to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
What's the hush? It's the hush. It's null and void now. You should get that money back at least.
You're a porn star who had sex with someone for money. I'm supposed to be mad about that, right? That's what you do, right?
Hush money, yeah, he's married.
I'm not saying there aren't monsters who go around and hookers, right? Crenshaw or some shit. Just saying. Stormy Daniels, I'm supposed to be shot? Like every consensual... What?
The impression's too good.
What's the...
I special every time.
Who's getting... Oh, what happened?
Would you do Stormy Dan?
Yeah, hey.
You said it, that was thinking, you said... All right. Fine, I guess I'll drink,
All right,
right?
I have an idea. Here, hear me out. Look, we're a couple hundred away from our next target. 29.
I'm sure it is.
The number of grams of cocaine
They were seized at Hunter Biden's house.
Cocaine, Hunter Biden.
Okay, so Hunter.
Is that true?
Just
Yes.
flooded roads today. That's all we got.
How many grams? In case...
282.
It doesn't sound as cool when you say it's
So-
almost 3 kilograms.
Sign up right now. Trump.
The metric system sucks.
Listen, Trump 47. Click the link in the description. You get Butt Club for $47. And when we hit this next target, Steven's going to take out his phone and he's going to call Alex Jones live on air.
Cargo.
That's how we're going to do this. We're not going to use Skype. You can turn the screen away so people can't see his phone. But then we're going to call him and see if we can leave him a voicemail, or maybe even more hilariously get him to answer the phone.
Okay, we'll take this in chat poll. Who do you want me to call, Alex Jones? Who should call him?
I think Alex Jones.
It could be Bill Burr calls Alex Jones.
He doesn't have my number.
It could be Sam Elliott. It could be
Bill
Rick Pryor. It could be Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm never gonna believe Bill Cosby.
that's true. That's a fair point.
How about
Trump?
No, I'll be the.
Call Alex Jones
I feel like he would know.
or Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, I don't know. Yeah, maybe Trump. Maybe Trump.
It's a moot point unless you guys get us there.
Yeah,
47. Let's go.
Call us RFK.
Hold on. And by the way, hang on. They're like, Steven, I can't listen to this. I'm sorry. I know it's you, but I gotta go. This person went through. I'm sorry. I can't understand what you're saying.
Just call Alex Jones.
That's funny.
I'm so Alex Jones just called and Alex Jones.
It's flattery.
That'd be hilarious. So I thought we'll get it. So somebody bring us Steven's phone so we'll have it ready as soon as we get this. Come 47. You know you want to hear this. Really quickly before we do that, the line that on the smart list podcast.
It's aptly named.
Yeah, this ad. And said he's losing to Trump because of disinformation. Disinformation, which is what we get accused of. Do we have?
I mean, that's kind of true because of the whole faking disinformation and censoring speech. Yeah, people are
against him.
Yeah,
I think we should. I think we should listen.
All right, let's listen to what the former vice president has to say.
How is it even necessary to have half a president campaigning against the other guy? It is shocking to me that it takes the amount of effort to be competitive against someone who just, in my opinion, is just running for the wrong thing.
Well, lots changed. Lots changed how you communicate. Lots changed in information. There's so much disinformation out there, and you know, it's really it's hard to communicate today when you do accomplish something.
Let's go back to the beginning.
that's why he hasn't called his granddaughter.
I want to hear what Jason Bateman. I want to play what he says again, and then I will repeat it to you. Play it again. What Jason Bateman said. Words. Come again, stupid.
How is it even necessary to have half a president campaigning against the other guy? It is shocking to me that it takes the amount of effort to be competitive against someone
All right,
who
pause it.
just...
The amount of effort. Do you mean the amount of effort that pumps your shitty podcast that no one wants to listen to the top of the App Store and Spotify? Do you mean the amount of effort in billions of dollars in free advertising that you get on ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC, CNBC, all in the New York Times, on the Hill, Washington Post? Do you mean all the free advertising? Do you mean
Yeah, it's looking that way.
How much effort is required to be competitive?
It's been raining
Literally
most of the day.
Google, Amazon, Spotify, at that point, Meta, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, remove negative stories about your son that directly implicate the former vice president of the United States. Do you mean the kind of competitive edge that you may
It should be
have
starting tonight.
calling upon these big tech platforms to remove the points of view that they don't, and not just Donald Trump, by the way, who's been banned, which is also that's incredibly but once they remove Donald Trump, was truly suspended, but requested that Joe Rogan have episodes removed, which, by the way, Spotify did. What kind of a competitive edge? Just change not only the 5-to-1 fund they get from the Democrats, which, by the way, largely comes from nonprofits and unions who get to extract them from their members and then have no say in it whatsoever, even if they're in a state that should technically be right to work. You have an advantage of 5-to-1 spending.
Aw, that was sweet of him.
Take into account the free media advertising that you get. We've watched it tonight. Have you seen anything on CNN, MSNBC, ABC? Have you seen anything?
I fucking love OJ, man.
You complain about an unfair... No, the fact is, you are starting with a handicap that is unprecedented in any election.
I love apple juice too, but it doesn't love me. Gives me the poopies.
Just think about this for a second. Pinochet, didn't have the kind of advantage when up for re-election that Joe Biden actually has. Pravda couldn't help someone who was a fascist oligarchist better, more effectively than the media entertainment industrial complex. Right there, Jason Bateman and Will Arnett, who have been on set their entire lives. I guarantee you on the set of Arrested Development. I guarantee you on the set of a shitty little film with Jennifer Aniston. Not one person said, hey, you know what you're about to say? Hey, I disagree with it. And say, huh? What? No, one person ever, and I bet you he's probably pretty polite about it, Vince Vaughn. But the only person
Oh, that is good too, yeah.
in the last, I don't know, 3 decades of his life with a differing point of view. When he sits there and says, why what with this effort, even campaign, just
A little sweet and sour mixed together.
You know what? I'll grant you that half the president, because he's not really all there. He's half there, former Vice President Joe Biden. It doesn't change.
Looks like a blood orange.
That could be put on a ledger of free advertising has gone directly and the DNC. The fact that you're right, we're saying the same thing. It shouldn't even be close. If you were to equalize that, if you were to level the playing field, guess what? You lose every single time. I'm amazed that Republicans how in the hell is Donald Trump winning with Gen Z and millennials according to PBS? He's not able to speak to them directly. He's bogged down with sham trials. The guy can't even get out except for 1 day a week. And he's winning with Hispanics. Think about that for a second. Yes, I'm asking the same. That must mean that your policies are so god-awful and are so wholeheartedly rejected by the
I absolutely love Paul.
that in spite of the fact that you and your Hollywood elite podcasting buddies, who suck, by the way, at hosting, and no one wants to listen to you.
My wife hates it, but I love it.
One character, if not for tens of millions of dollars in free advertising, that you would never, and your people would never win an election.
Get that simply with the Paul. Oh my God.
Every single person that was bending over for Joe Biden saying, I don't know, there's nothing funny. Every single person in your industry, every single anchor, every single host, every single major news outlet has been carrying the water for this corpse of a former vice president. The only reason that it's close, the only reason that Donald Trump is winning is because of how there's nothing. Let's just add this up. What would Donald Trump have on his side of the ledger that would cause him to win with Hispanics? That would cause him to win with Generation Z, with millennials? It would cause him to win. He doesn't have the media, absolutely not. He doesn't have anyone in the entertainment industry, as seen by this little cavalcade of retards.
It finally let up a little bit.
He doesn't have anyone in D.C. who wants him to be president. He doesn't have anyone in big tech. He's been removed from Facebook, Instagram. He was removed from Twitter. Why? What? It shouldn't even be close. What does he have? You have all of these things, okay? The entertainment industry, all of media, all of big tech, all of D.C., the think tanks. He has one thing. What? Only one. Results that are better than yours. Doesn't have a way to amplify it.
Well, at least
spite.
Does keep the bugs off the windshield, though.
I can't believe we have to pull some more corruption.
Saves you washer fluid.
In our favor more. It's not enough. What else? This is why they're beside themselves. What else do they do? What else can they possibly do? We can't enlist any more media. Let's bitch about Fox News. Let's make sure that Louder with Crowder is removed from YouTube. And then ban Rumble. Try and ban Rumble if they still speak there. There's no other trick left to pull. It couldn't be more clear. They can't believe that it's competitive. I can't believe that it's competitive. But here's my position. If we just even the playing field, meaning if we just went ABC, CBS, and just NBC had to be balanced. If we said CNN, MSNBC, CNBC, you know what? Instead of Fox News, let's make 2 networks. You know what? You guys get Google and YouTube, and we get to have equal airtime on Meta, Facebook, and Instagram, and TikTok. How about that? If we make all of that neutral, it's not even close. Let's just give you a 2-to-1 advantage. We're saying the same thing. I cannot believe that not only is it competitive, that if the election were held today, it is a walk-off. And he's saying, I can't believe that it's competitive. What does it take? I don't know. Straight out election. 0, I guess. You have my phone? Is that what's going on? It's going to happen.
These people are so disconnected, man. The elite is so disconnected from, regular everyday Americans, middle class down.
I know.
Middle class down, and especially with you're talking about. I don't want to interrupt you because I know you're getting to. You were saying the Hispanic voters. and such. What this and what that? Well, they're not paying attention to that. They don't give a fuck about DC.
Right.
They don't give a shit about what celebrities think.
No.
We're talking about people who are either children of or people who are currently, first, second generation, whatever it is, working their ass off, trying to build their own generational wealth in their family, trying to own property.
Makes sense.
The American dream, dude. It's still alive in so many people, especially immigrants. For crying out loud, they give it no reason.
You know what my dream is? Air conditioning. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
It is a little bit.
Can you check that, Joe? It's right here.
We're drinking too.
That's
We're drinking too.
why I wore a short sleeve shirt. Saying, so by the way, we are less than 100 people away from you having to call Alex Jones live.
Is that on the June 2,982?
2,982.
And again,
so close.
Trump 47. That's the promo code. Just put the link in the description. We're extending it.
The whole Crowder show is fucking drunk.
Don't say that. Come on.
4,700 funds everything.
I'm an encourager. What's it called? Instigator. I'm an instigator.
You're an enabler.
I'm an enabler and a gaslighter. You know what? And you can't tell me anything differently. You're wrong. I'm right.
Yep, I believe that's.
I mean, it actually feels. It feels kind of fine to me. I'm not really sure.
It's a little bit of the drinking, a little bit of the flannel.
You went on quite the rant just a second.
Is it me? Like, is it me? It shouldn't even be close.
Grego!
On that podcast, and basically is starting to blame disinformation for him not doing well, and it's like, no, your record is why you're not doing well. We're swinging a weighted bat, basically, trying to play the same game that you guys are, and it doesn't even make any sense. Like, it's not even rigged enough.
Let me ask you this. Jason Bateman, and by the way, and he's a great actor. This is his thing. Anytime, this is Jason Bateman. You want to know any Jason Bateman movie or role? He goes,
25 more subs until we get it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. 25 more.
Well, looks like Donald Trump's going to win the election, so let's put a cap on that.
Damn. Android Auto just disconnected. Fuck, dude.
Great job. But some of these actors, they only have like one. I mean, I can't get enough of it, obviously, but he'll only do one character. And Will Arnett's not too far off with it, too.
Do you think that Will Arnett and Jason Bateman, do you think that they would have a chip in their brain to understand being suspended or removed from YouTube or anything they play?
No. Come on.
They've never, these guys are rebels. Great.
They get it because these in Hollywood they have the big five, right? The big five agencies.
Right.
It's like if you do something silly. I mean, I've seen it with comics. You do something silly, and then boom, everyone. Look at. I mean, I don't want to call him out because I think he's a good guy or whatever. But kind of with Carlos Mencia, it happened to him. He got blacklisted by everybody.
Right.
After Rogan called him out, it happens.
Yeah.
It happened. I'm not going to name anybody.
I mean, being censored. In other words, they have a podcast.
Being censored.
They live in a very different world than we do. There is zero risk, zero threat of Jason Bateman, of Will Arnett, who are having the former Vice President Joe Biden on their show. There is zero risk of them ever running afoul of the most powerful people in the world. You do have to ask yourself this: why is it that only the most poor, the people who don't pay anything in income taxes, in federal income taxes, support Democrats, and the wealthiest of the wealthy, the Bezoses, the Zuckerbergs, the Dorseys, the Susan Wojcicki's, why is it that those people always support Democrats? You have people who are in the slums and Silicon Valley, and the people who are middle class, upper middle class.
It's just the same color as my beard, too.
Business, and the business owners maybe taking home, I don't know, $200,000 a year in a place like Manhattan, which of course.
I was speaking about your beard. I didn't say nothing about your hair. I don't know who did that.
All the middle class to upper middle class people who are affluent but not crazy wealthy, who built it themselves, where you're not talking about generational wealth. Why is it that those people always support conservatives, Republicans? And why is it that Jason Bateman, that Will Arnett, and if you were to look at anyone in that show at Arrested Development, or any of these, take your pick, Parks and Rec, Amy Poehler, take outside of one person, Chris Pratt, who's relatively silent in politics, why is it that all of them line up with the most powerful people who have ever existed? Lockstep, where they don't even run the risk of not being invited to cocktail parties. At a certain point, don't you say, hey, hold on a second, if I'm going to speak truth to power, what happened to the whole idea of the proletariat, the idea of fighting Will Arnett, I guarantee you, not only get invited to the White House Correspondents' Dinner that you see the college hosts, they get invited to the Eyes Wide Shut parties.
That's great,
oligarchs. There's no doubt about it. They never.
That's like saying platinum and silver aren't the same color.
Nothing to say about the guy they're about to work for again, Harvey Weinstein. Nothing to say about that. He's getting his guy scot-free. Look, he's out, baby. Get a blowjob. Get another movie. Get another movie. Chapstick on. Get ready, baby.
Listen, it's time to bring on the newsy boys because we just hit the threshold, baby. Go, yeah.
2,982 new Mug Club subscribers, which is the official number that we have, according to me.
Yes.
Grams of cocaine seized at Hunter Biden's compound.
Right.
That's so many grams.
That's so many.
That's so many grams.
We're getting the kilogram. So let's have.
Jeez, I'm trying to do math. Grams like 80.
Well, let's have the news of the announcement.
Wow, you froze. Reboot? I don't know.
80 times 2982.
People didn't think that was an actual tier. Newsies, what say you?
Here we go, truck. Doing 10 under in the fast lane. There you go, buddy. Ass hat.
Also drink, we just said cocaine hunter like 58 times.
We did. I'm going to say it again, so a second drink, but they look, we
also we hit the goal, so you can drink all of them.
Oh, wow. Okay. Excellent. I love that news. At 80 grams, at $80 per gram, 2,982 grams. That's $238,560. Ooh. It's probably a little cheaper if you buy in bulk. I'm not. I don't know. I'm sure there's like a discount or something, but
jeez,
was it all for him?
All right.
No, come on. He's got like
we're supposed to
chicks or whatever. He's got.
Well, that's his drinking game rules.
Dad, brother's wife. He's snorting lines up.
All right, I guess we have to finish the drink. Can I drink half of it?
Yes, because you have to talk. And
yeah, you gotta.
I have to land this plane.
Yeah.
Does he know that I'm going to be calling him?
No, of course not.
Now,
I mean, he should.
That would ruin the fun. Now, of course, if he picks up, you tell him immediately that he's live.
Real quick,
right?
does his voicemail read his number?
Oh,
If it doesn't pick up, because
You
they're
call him and
getting
find
it.
that out?
Yeah, I think we should find it out first.
Wait, what?
You know that voicemail says you've reached number.
Oh, yeah.
Does it do that, or does it say his Alex skip reading?
I'm 619 423.
Well, do you want to call and verify first?
Yeah, verify.
No, I don't want voicemail. I want to talk to him. You just call
And I saw a chat suggesting that you call him if he does pick up as Alex from the future.
We're clear.
That's funny.
We're clear?
I knocked my headphones off.
All right. So it doesn't give his number.
No, it doesn't give his number.
If it does hang up, my phone was in Do Not Disturb and I just got 6
away.
texts.
Okay, so here's we have to start with. Alex, I'm a little sorry. We were running a little late for your hit. But, because we were running a little bit late, that's maybe why we missed it. We love you, Alex.
Hey, Alex. Sorry that a lot of crowd was late for your hit. I know they're running late. Donald Trump Jr. just, I love to hear himself talk. But look, this is me calling you from the future. Look, I mean, you're Monday morning cornerback, but we've all made good decisions. We've made some bad decisions. Obviously, you made quite a few bad decisions, namely missing the Crowder Trump 47, the mega live stream. I think it's one of those things that you'll have to live with yourself for making that mistake. But, at the end of the day, the truth is, we don't have the budget for DeLorean, so I don't exactly know how I'm talking to you. But I will tell you this. Look, a few of the things that you've called, you were 100% right about the frogs. As a matter of fact, I'm calling you from the year 2048, and we all salute our raging erection faggot frog overlords today. So you were right. People should have listened to you. The International Clockwork Elves, they actually have taken over half of Congress now. It's a new party. It's kind of like the White Party, only they drink too much. They talk a lot. So really, the government's in dysfunction. And I will tell you this: I wish that everybody listened to you. Alex Jones was right, and I think that you'll probably be on the election stream 2024 and doing more work there at Mud Club, which is really the one shining light because it's what keeps Skynet from falling. All right. Sleep well, my sweet princes of Maine. You kings of New England. Love you, brother.
There you go. He's gonna wake up and that'll be on his show tomorrow. He's gonna be like,
I know it.
was it Princes of Maine, Kings of New England? I don't know what it was.
Kings of New England.
Cider House rules.
I don't know what we got. I don't know where we go from here.
I don't know where we go from here.
Top that. That's hilarious.
We have 7+1.
Oh, that's right. We have a 7. Okay, which
we have to check back in with Thomas.
Okay, before we go to a 7+1, should we just keep 7+1? Should we just? Well, are we going to Mud Club tonight, or are we keeping everything?
Maybe we'll see.
All right.
The night's early.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's take some chats.
Hold on a second. Where am I going? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Is he on the line?
John?
All right. For our on-the-ground correspondent for the Hush Money trial, let's go now live.
Different guys.
To, I don't know why we still. By the way, they told me that I wasn't shiny. I'm clearly shiny.
A little shiny.
I look like a wetback of Rio Grande. Let's go. I'm sorry.
Okay, Finnegan, it looks like you're actually at the right court, though I seriously doubt anyone else is there.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi. What do you have for us?
I was able to speak with 2 attorneys from Trump's legal team.
Finnegan, that is actually great work. Dare I say I'm proud of you. What did you find out?
Thank you, Stephen. I was able to confirm that they do indeed also love Hush Money.
What? You were supposed to ask them about Donald Trump. Tim, cut the feed and cut his per diem.
Don't waste them too.
No.
Later, Claiborne. Thanks for dropping in.
Hey, by the way, also what your Mud Club membership supports is, of course, Josh Fire's first comic special.
Yeah.
American. It's available there on Mud Club.
Watch it now.
You want to watch it?
Yeah, watch it on Mud Club. I've got a bunch of new subscribers. I'm a stand-up comedian. I don't have any dates right now, which is a good sign of how good I am. But
Because it's so much work.
No, I'm doing a lot of work. But yeah, I put it up on YouTube also. The company who made it, they produced it, Park Comedy. They informed me a week or 2 ago that the video, they not personally, but the video has been demonetized.
Yeah.
I think it's because I said the word retarded a few times.
It's a good word.
I was quoting my brother who has Down syndrome. So yeah, but they demonetized it. So go watch it on Mud Club. I got a bunch of new subscribers here.
Yep.
Enjoy it. If you don't like it, just let it play all the way through.
And yep,
Put it on mute.
and you can watch it now for
Yeah.
less expensive, where it's Trump 47 for $47. Mud Club now, I guess, through tomorrow midnight. 47. What is something happening on? Is it
No. So one of the reasons that we're doing this right now, look at that. Trump struggles to win over Nikki Haley voters. This is a Democratic strategist that they have on right now. Their plan is to go, Donald Trump is so bad that you guys have to vote for Joe Biden. That's one of the reasons that we are doing this tonight, to make sure that everybody is behind Donald Trump, even if you are a Nikki Haley voter, DeSantis voter, a Vivek Ramaswamy, or maybe if there was, what was that guy, the governor from one of the Dakotas, I think? Bergrum, whatever. It was very nice guy.
Doug Burgum.
Yeah, so
Doug, it was Doug.
Mr. Burgum, sure.
What a name. That's not a presidential name, Doug.
No, but no matter who you are for, this is what they want.
You want to enter the nuclear codes, Doug?
What's that?
I'm the president. No more money for Ukraine.
Oh, it should be working. Oh, it's not working? I gotta reassign. I had to add it on my main channel too. They, for some reason, removed Streamlabs as the moderator, so I gotta add it back to this channel too.
Make sure that you guys don't vote for Donald Trump, right?
Yeah, I had to fix it on my main channel earlier today.
They were talking right before we went to that screen. They had the countdown that said their strategy to win over
Supposed to.
voters for Biden. Yeah, and that's the whole goal.
You mean Democrats?
Yeah.
Win over Democrats?
No, I
Can I
know.
ask you something, Stephen? Okay, Gerald too. I want to know. Do you think? Well, you guys are much smarter than me, and I asked the host first, then the smart guy. Do you think that these people believe what there's on CNN, MSNBC, all these celebrities? Do you really think that they really want Joe Biden as a president? I don't think
They don't want Trump.
They don't want Trump.
They're
I think
embarrassed
that.
by Biden. They're embarrassed by Biden. They don't want Trump. They would prefer anyone but Trump, but they definitely are
At
embarrassed.
some point, you gotta
kind of back.
I wouldn't say you gotta let your pride come forward.
Right.
You gotta be like, hey,
Like,
this is.
why?
I mean, no. That's what Biden does in the White House. But I mean, at some point, you got to go, hey, I'm a Democrat through and through, but this sucks.
Yes.
I mean, at some point, right? They drank the Kool-Aid. It's way too hard for them.
No, but so listen, I heard a theory about this, and I tend to subscribe to this a little bit, but I do still think there is a way to replace Joe Biden later in the game, so that there is really no race. You don't have to go.
What did we bet? We bet something substantial. You said it's not going to. I don't remember what it was.
It's not going to be the nominee.
We can. It's on video. We can find it. I remember that day.
I don't think you're right because we don't record anything around it. What I'm saying is that I think that this theory is a little bit true of the voters right now. They have shifted gears into defending Biden, and so they can't get out of it.
How could I agree.
Only half my theory, but go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I've been drinking. I interrupted you.
No, that makes it funner.
I was gonna say, how do they? I don't understand the punch, and so I'm always quite curious. If President Biden dies, God forbid, then Kamala takes charge, right? And then after Kamala's the Speaker of the House, yada yada. How do they replace Biden without making it Kamala?
No, how does that happen? It's a candidate. It doesn't matter who's vice president right now.
You're saying when he's saying during the election.
How does DNC do this?
Biden win, he's still president tomorrow, and then she sleeps with that.
They can do it after the convention if they want behind closed doors. It doesn't really matter. They have rules that they can do this. So that's why I think that it.
Well, the people at convention, the super delegates, they're going to convince Kamala that that power, and she's going to move forward.
That's a lot of
Can Biden not still run though?
No. If he's not the nominee from the, you got to get nominated.
I guess he could go as an independent, right?
No, that's not going to happen.
The Democrats really bring in the super delegates.
That sucks, man. I hate back pain.
It's a lot of fun. It's a coordinate.
That's why Bernie got screwed by Hillary in 16.
Why I smoke the weeds?
I really do. I think there is going to be a replacement because his record is so bad. The polling is only going to get worse. But right now, they are bought into the idea of Joe. So they can't go back and go, we were wrong. And I think they had a moment in time where everybody was like, do you remember when the media seen and all these guys were like,
Mine's upper back, not lower back. It's up around my neck and shoulders.
what's going on? This is really weird. Now they have pivoted to Joe Biden's doing a great job. Most Americans just don't know about it. Right?
Right. You're not seeing it. You're everything. We're not going to tell you either.
The counterpoint is the grocery store.
I know. I was listening to the Sunday shows and they're like, we're doing a terrible job of telling people how good they're doing. I'm like, if they're doing well, you won't have to tell them. They'll know it.
Remember when gas prices went down for Christmas and then they
right back
brag about it and then it's like, why are you doing more?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so hey, look, we've got a surprise. Why is the four-legged friend that we would like to bring into the studio? Can we bring it in, guys? If you can hear me, bring in our next.
Have they been picking up there? There's a little
I hope so. I hope so.
I'm looking at picture.
There we go. Is that up there? Go see Joe Lewis.
Where did you monkey Jake's jacket?
Hopefully he ate.
You got a note.
Oh, he's gonna get that bear, dude. Oh, there he is.
There it is. That's so weird. I'm not believing it. He's pissed. I'll put him if I have to.
I don't think he's scared of it. He's just like, do I gotta do something or what?
If he pees on the bear, I'm gonna die. He's looking at the bear like, I'm not sure what I should be doing here. There's a note there. You have to open the
Asshole.
apparently.
There's a note there for you, Steven. There's a note there for you.
A note. Right
On Joe Lewis.
Seriously?
It's to Gerald, actually.
It's a messenger dugout. I thought it was a doggo, but whatever.
No, he's got Doug on the brain.
Oh,
It's like, get me out of here.
I think we can do this. Don't do that to Joe. Like you screwing around with a bear.
Dude, Joe Lewis is too smart for this.
He knows it's dead. Yeah, now he is. Watch out, those claws are sharp. Attaboy, Joe. Yeah, be careful. Christy Nome may come into the studio and shoot him if you're not careful.
Hey, that was a farm or something, I heard.
Completely indefensible. Who thought this was a good idea?
I saw a list, by the way, a list of people with dogs.
Aww.
Well, think about it. Like if she would have just said like I knew someone who had to put a dog down at one point when we were injured and like
Sure.
take him out behind the barn. It's like it broke my heart. But her big mistake was like I hated that freaking dog. It's like
Now
You gotta
there's some
say, like,
vengeance.
I hate that dog, but then it killed me to kill that dog. You know,
Right.
something like that. You can't do it.
Like I was waiting for the redemption arc, like, and then I realized that it was not my job to play God. She's like, I killed that dog, dude, and I felt like God.
That's a great Noma president.
That's a pretty good note. I've been working on it.
I hope that's not the vice president.
I've been working on it. What's the letter?
Donnie J, if you're watching.
Do me a favor. So Trump 47, go to the website right now. Link is in the description.
Almost done, guys.
Trump 47 for $47 for our club. We are getting closer to our next goal, but to add a little incentive, we're going to do $1,000 for a new subscriber, randomly, and an existing subscriber. Again, the existing subscribers get to play in this game. We're going to randomly pick. When we get to our next goal, we're going to randomly pick.
Bet you the front yard's flooded again.
Get $1,000.
I know the backyard is.
It's been 47 and 1,000. I don't know which one is higher, but I'm pretty
It's
sure
been raining most of the day, so
They are. And one of
Still
our
is.
subscribers will get 40 or not 47. They'll get $1,000.
So $1,000 to an existing monthly member, $1,000 to a new one, AR-15 to an existing monthly member, and AR-15 to a new one.
Oh, sorry, 3,500 is on.
Oh, okay,
3,500.
All right, and then 4,700 funds the entire election. There we go. So, all right, that's Trump 47, and we are going. But it's time for I don't know if you know this, but former Vice President Biden isn't as good as Nick.
that's all green here. Too much green, actually.
Really, it feels like.
And I'm picking up my lawnmower till Wednesday to fix it. So
They actually sent us a note where we actually have the list.
I gotta check the mail.
Trump has been sort of assembling Democrats, the nicknames, the new nicknames. So that brings us to this week's 7+1. And that they always forget the one in the chamber. It's 7+1 nicknames for Democrats.
Sometimes I forget the one in the chamber. And then I go, the slide didn't lock. I get another one.
And the guy who receives them is Moser.
Yeah, he's very good.
Well, I missed every shot.
Well, that's okay. You have one more. You have a bonus. Yeah. So there's a 7+1 Trump.
that makes sense.
Democrats, and you can of course
Do it here too with all the fucking rain.
Number 7. Nicknames: Fun Bags Pelosi. It's the only thing fun about her expensive refrigerator and a ditch.
You have to do all of them. We can't do the voice.
I guess I have to do because I came up with them. The nicknames for the Democrats.
That's true.
Number 6, Joseph.
Come on, you can do it. See, I can't.
Let's do it. Joseph. Excuse me. Joseph Retardinate Biden. He tries to tell you that it's Robinette. It's not. People told me it's Retardinate. I said I would never say that. They say that's his name. Number 5. This is more, excuse me, this is more descriptive of this person.
All right, guys.
An awful person.
Thanks for keeping me safe all the way home.
You know where it's Kamala
Glad everybody
people.
that was here. Most everybody's gone now, but that's cool.
Sex with lots of people.
It was cool getting together, the old school folks.
Mustn't be afraid
Peace.
of
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
That's super delegates.
7+1 Trump me. That's me.
Love you, Chopper.